to strap in and get ready.
The leaders in AFL Supercoach are incoming, helping you win your leagues and climb up the rankings.
You're now listening to the Insight AFL Show with your hosts, Big Horse and Skiddy.
Hello and welcome to the Inside AFL Show. I'm your host, the Supercoach Big Horse, and with me, after another close loss, but by God, your boys are improving, Skiddy. How are you?
Oh, fantastic, mate. That was, I was on the edge of my seat, nervous as all hell, and I thought we were going to get there, mate. The chat was in the Discord was really getting me there as well. And I'm sitting
It was pumping, wasn't it?
Don't be too excited. Don't be too excited, but...
I was taking the piss each time. So they were 40 points down with a couple of minutes to go in the third.
Yeah.
I can't remember who kicked the goal. And I'm like, they're coming.
Yeah.
And then after every goal, they're coming. And then everyone just started getting more and more excited. And then, they nearly got home, didn't they?
Oh, mate, I nearly needed you here because I was about to get on my high horse real quick.
How good. How good.
Yeah,
but we'll talk about the North boys later, but geez, they're improving. Tonight, though, we are going to get into a review of round 15. So who's hot? Who's not? Some injuries, some people to keep an eye out for, even the occasional trading target even. But first, hit like, subscribe, and the bell. We do love that, and it gets us out into the community. We would much appreciate that. Also, if you haven't yet, please jump in our Discord. For less than 50 cents a week, you get insight into everything we do. Our captains, our trades, exclusive premium Q&A content every round of Supercoach, and a few other cool perks. Insight to our entry to our Discord is, of course, free. If you just wanted to get involved and talk in the community, just the general banter and all good things, footy, basketball, cricket, whatever it is that you might like. Mate.
Yes.
As we do each week, let's get started with our Squeeze of the Week.
Yes, Horse. Squeeze of the Week has gone off again, and it is our first two-time winner, Horse. I've got it on the board. It is Tom De Koning. Yes, I just did that then. Don't worry too much about how it's spelled. That's all right. Tom De Koning, 176. And our man, who's about to head over to the States and hopefully bring home tens of millions of dollars, Higo, Michael Higginson. Well done, mate. He's done it again. He got it with 166. Shout out to Junkie, who also guessed Tom De Koning, but 160. So that hurts. That sucks. But congratulations. Here you go.
Junkie, weak as piss, be better. But
mate,
he is in the chat. He did play his 100th game for Ingle Farm in South Australia amateur footy over the weekend. So even though he only lasted 10 minutes and got subbed off himself and was a nomination for the Cone of the Week this week, 100 senior games at any amateur level is a shit-hot effort, mate. So congratulations. And their team did win by 20 goals. So clearly they weren't affected by the subbing off of their best player.
All I'm hearing is that he did the team thing and he allowed them, he came off and he allowed them to win and put the best foot forward. Well done, Junk. Good job, mate.
That's really good Nick Hine kind of behaviour out of you, Junkie. But anyway, our first lot of games, we've got to get cracking this evening, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be brought to you by long-time sponsors and sponsors who have been here since day one, the Standard Squeeze. If you're sick of breaking glass bottles, your beer going warm, or your coffee going cold, the Standard Squeeze have everything you need to drink responsibly, but also conveniently. The Standard Squeeze products are made from food-grade quality plastic, so you can measure the perfect pour in case you need to drive, just so you know how much you've had. You can go to the website, thestandardsqueeze.com, and use the code IFS15 to get yourself 15% off everything in store. The first game, mate, as we see there, with Skiddy holding a 4-1.
Yes, sir.
The Blues smacked the pants off the Catters.
Mate, all over him from the opening bounce. It was an absolute pantsing. And I think the surprise of the night and the best thing of the night was Tom De Koning versus Sam De Koning in the ruck.
Yeah. Has he played?
That was nice.
Has Sam De Koning ever played ruck before? Has he always been just a key back?
I reckon he's played one game fully in the ruck, but then most time he just pinched hit when it was in Geelong's defensive half. But that's the first time where he's actually done, rucky work, and he actually had a ripper. So how good's that? What, 135 Supercoach points, 20 touches, 20 hitouts? Looked pretty bloody good.
Do you think he keeps his role?
See, that's where the tough part comes in, because we know Conway's there. We know Stanley normally does it. I don't know. It'd be a big gamble, because especially too, it's just against his brother. So
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, I don't think I can trust it. But if we can, it's saucy.
Do you know one thing I think we can trust?
What's that?
Tom DeConing.
You reckon we can trust him?
He is the number one Supercoach player for the past month.
He is, but we have to remember, this is with no Mark Pitnet.
I don't think Pitnet comes back with the way TDK is playing.
I hope you're right, because
I don't have the agates to trade him, but I think he's it.
I know there's some that have, and hats off to you. Big balls play, love that. I reckon he's absolutely feasting at the moment. 176. He's just been absolutely unreal. So, Horse, you know what Tom DeConing said when he saw Sam DeConing ruck on him?
What?
You gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Oh, yes, he did, Horse. Oh, yes, he did. I got you, Junkie.
Thank you very much for the donation, mate.
Thank you, brother. I got you, mate.
As we said the other night, earlier in the show, that he did play his 100th game in the Amateur Footy League over the weekend and did the team thing, subbed himself off, so then his teammates could feast in the 20-goal win. So congratulations, Junkie. And you know what? Next year, before Gather Round, if you're having a kick, mate, you've heard it here first. I'm going to get myself fit enough to have a game with you, mate. So we'll get some cameras down there, and we'll kick a bag.
And I will not. Perfect. Let's carry on to the rest of the baggers. Charlie Curnow, 5 goals. So good to see that there. He only had 13 touches, but 118 Supercoach points. So the people that brought him in over Jezza and Danaher and the like, pretty happy with that. I mean, they all turned up, which is unreal. But Charlie definitely getting the best of it. Sammy Walsh, though, Horse. Where the hell are these big scores? Because he's getting the touches. He's just not getting the Supercoach scores.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. Don't get me started, mate. It hurts. It hurts. But at least he got 110. Nick Newman, though, your man, 19 touches, 104 Supercoach points. Only two kickouts, though.
Yeah.
So it's very much been shared amongst a lot of people.
Pain in the ass, really. I thought Newman had that down pat, but it is what it is. How's this one, though? You don't see this very many times, Horse. 41 touches for Paddy Cripps, and he only gets 99 Supercoach points. I guess if he could get better than 50% disposal efficiency, we'd be talking a little bit more about how good he was, but he'll probably still get the 3 votes there. And Harry Mackay. Okay. He only had 9 touches, 7 marks, 68 Supercoach points. I didn't actually see him do a lot of rucking either. They pretty much just gave the whole thing to TDK.
I think he looks sore.
Mate, surely, because he's not the Harry that we saw from the start of the year.
No, he's not. He's definitely.
But I feel like they have just more faith now in TDK's ability. Absolutely, they don't require Harry to do it as much. So
yeah. For Geelong, Tommy Stewart, 15 touches, 7 tackles, 107 Supercoach points. He actually went down while he was on the bench and didn't look too bad. The reason for his Supercoach points being so high is because the majority of them were contested.
Yep.
And they were a direct link into a goal from when he touched the ball. So
yep.
Sam DeConing, you brought up before, 20 hit-outs, 20 touches, 135 Supercoach points. I don't think that role sticks, though.
If it does, it's bloody interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah. Maxi Holmes, though, mate, he was a bit down in this game. 24 touches. Sounds weird saying down game, but 24 touches and 5 tackles for Maxi, 103 Supercoach points. Jezza Cameron, for those that brought him in that didn't want to go the Charlie Curnow route, they'd be happy with that. 16 touches, 5 marks, 3 goals, 3 and 102 Supercoach points, mate.
Yeah, mate, definitely could have been better, but you'll definitely take that from Jezza. Also, too, Horse, Sam DeConing is at about 340k defender. It is bloody tempting if we hear that he is staying as the main ruckman there in Geelong. That would be bloody saucy to end the year off, mate.
Mm-hmm.
And then Joy Clark, 20 touches, mate, but 31 Supercoach points. What the hell? His disposal efficiency, I believe, was around 40. I know Scaling did a bit in this game, but bloody hell. Nearly had...
Skiddy.
Yeah.
Brother, what's that?
Supercoach law gods do not like him at all. And then Tommy Hawkins in a bit of a sad one, mate.
Yeah,
foot injury.
Yeah.
He looks stuffed too. Tony. No, was it Tony Jones? No, not Tony Jones. Who's the bloody AFL doctor? Forgot his name.
Doc
Whoever
Larkins.
Doc Larkins. Thank you. He said that he reckons that if Geelong aren't blowing smoke up all of our asses, that this could be a 2 to 3 month injury.
Okay, so that's him done.
At worst, he may get back for the last game of the year and just have like a bit of a go.
Is that who's the big forward that they had in for a couple of games and he went back and played twos?
Yeah, Shannon
Shannon Neal.
Neal, yep, that's it.
Yeah, we'll have to have a look at what sort of price he is in case he's an inclusion.
I reckon he's
But
200.
I see JRD in the chat. You missed the start of the pod, mate. We're going to Ingle Farm next year. Gather round. We'll get across there early. We're going to cheer on Junkie. I am going to lace him up. Give me 9 months to do a pre-season. I might be able to down a couple of jars in that time. And we'll get the boys together and we'll kick a bag and we'll win the whatever flag you can win in April.
Shannon Neal is 222K, break even of 53 for those that are having a look. Yeah.
The Saturday game, mate, the early game. Fuck me, the Lions are really
Jesus.
coming on, aren't they?
Oh, my God.
There was a power outage.
Oh, mate, they pulled the pants power down and they absolutely went in with no lube. That was all over them. And Jasper, no, I'm not playing.
Yes, we'll get you involved.
All right, sit me in a forward block and we'll see what I can do.
Imagine what sort of damage we could do in a forward line.
I'd need to have at least like 6 beers on hand at halftime just because I have a bit of playing confidence, you know?
I've already mapped out my celebration. I'm going to jump the fence, sit on the chair behind the fence, and clap my own goals.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
brilliant. That's great. That's great. I'm going to push the goal umpire out of the way and do my own. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
The David Roden. All right, Brisbane, because mate, they were so bloody good in this game. That was what I think we forget as well. That was in Port. They dominated them at their home ground.
Oh, made them look silly, didn't they? And why didn't they put anyone on Josh Dunkley or Lachie Neale? So we got Josh Dunkley, 32 touches, 7 tackles. Amazing. Lachie Neale, 37 touches, 6 tackles. Between them, 293 Supercoach points between them.
Not bad.
They both just took the absolute PI 55.
I mean, as long as Ken Hinkley decided to tag McCluggage and ruin my multi and just let them two steamroll them for the whole day, I think that was great coaching by Ken.
Yep.
Really, really smart.
Real good. Why isn't there more acid on Ken Hinkley?
There is.
Why don't we hear it?
I have been hearing it. Port have been shutting it down immediately, and they're saying that they're going to give it, let him do what he has to do to the end of the year. And then I guess they'll have to base it off of after that. But all they keep saying is they're just going to stand by Ken. But that's what that is. And people just, who gives a crap? But
people give Essendon shit for being mediocre for so long.
Yeah.
What about Port Adelaide?
Well, they've made a grand final and won one in that time.
Yeah, that was what, 2005, was it? 2006?
They won 2004 against Brisbane, and they made that grand final against Geelong, where Geelong absolutely slaughtered them.
Yeah, and then what have they done since then?
Sweet FA, which I really like to see.
Yeah.
Soon Jason Horne-Francis is going to request a trade back to North just because Port sucks so bad.
Yeah, and North are on the way up. The Big O, Big Oscar, 126 Supercoach points, 3 goals. He played well.
He played well. You're underselling it. He played awesome.
I've got a new nickname for him too.
The Big O?
Yep.
What's that?
Tangles. Because he's all arms and legs and he does this and you don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's shock. It's like he inadvertently hurts people all the time.
Oh yeah. Mate, he's such a funny bugger too. He just seems like the biggest he's great. But I'd love to see that 3 goals out of Big O is just unheard of.
Yeah.
Hugh McCluggage though, that's really disappointing for those that had him. Shout out Damo. 63 Supercoach points, 17 disposals, 2 goals. They Willem Drew tagged him for majority of this game. Let him get off the chain a little bit and then clamped him straight back up. And then they moved him forward for a fair while. So that kind of sucks. Horse, how about you talk to me about Joe Danaher? Because not a bad game from him.
21 touches, 3 goals, 8 marks. He's in the conversation for F6. But when the ball's down there as much as what it was this game, you'd be surprised if he didn't do what he did. 104 Supercoach points.
You want to know? So he had 8 marks. 5 of them were outside. 6 of them were outside of the forward 50.
Okay. Yep. That's interesting.
Forward 50. He's generally trying to bring it to ground for Crummers, but he's getting them round the ground, which is very, very important. And that goal outside 50 was outrageous.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't like him. Ex-Essendon player.
Yeah,
whatever.
In defense as well at times, or Joe Danaher. He was playing. He was doing what Charlie Curnow does for Carlton.
He was, yeah.
Yep.
He never played one iota of defense at Essendon either.
No.
Dane Zorko, 104 Supercoach points, 26 touches, solid at all, as always.
Money.
But you know what? Yeah, easy money with Zorks. And the sandwich maker, Revel, it's probably nearly time we're cashing him out.
Yep.
For Port Adelaide, mate, we'll be quick in this one because they were fucking shit house. Dan Houston, 102 Supercoach points, 21 touches, 5 tackles. Slow start, got going once the game was dead, though. Zach Butters, 123 Supercoach points, 35 touches, 6 tackles, 1 goal. He is unbelievable.
Yep. That was even with a light. That was with a light tag as well.
Yeah.
He got tagged for portions and he still finished with 35 disposals. That's outrageous.
Connor Rosé, mate, 111. 28 touches, 7 tackles. Is he back?
Horse, you've had him in your team this season.
Yep.
Like, can you bring yourself to bring back Connor Rosé? What is he be about 430K or so?
I'm giving it one more week.
One more. Who?
So I am fully premoed out at the moment.
Yep.
So I've got everything covered. He could be a M9 for me, but I'm not sold yet.
I can definitely say that. I mean, look, they have St Kilda next week, Horse. Mm-hmm. And that seems like easy pickings right there for Connor Rosé and the Port Adelaide midfield.
Who's Windhager going to?
Butters. 100. Surely he has to go to Butters. He's quick enough. If he's quick enough to tag Neil the whole game, he's good enough to tag Butters. And then they got the Dogs, and then they got the Suns.
Yeah.
So that's the way I'm looking at it. Speaking of being tagged, though, Jason Horne-Francis was the one that got the tag from Berry. And Berry had him all over. But Horne-Francis still comes out with an 85, 21 disposals, 7 tackles. Would have been really bloody good if he could kick a damn goal, but he kicks 3 points instead. How is the DPP check looking, Horse? Have we still got a chance?
If he plays 44% forward this week, he will get DPP and could be a sneaky chance at an F6.
Oh, 44% is high. Because he had the second most centre bounce attendances this week behind Butters. So that doesn't look good. So they played Rosie.
It's okay for centre bounces. They played off percentage played around the ground. So he could go centre bounces and then roll forward and then have a high half forward, roll their way back up into the midfield. So, we're just going to have to wait and see on that one. Jace Burgoyne, he's done 64 Supercoach points, 14 touches. See ya. Yep. You know someone that did look good is this bloody Logan Evans bloke. The bloke
great
with
hair.
Great hair. Awesome hair. 20 touches, 68 Supercoach points in a team that got pumped.
Yeah.
The best part, he's a 102K rookie.
Yep. 20 disposals off of halfback. Really like that. And he was pushing up the ground as well. And I really thought that his role was going to be nullified to Houston and Farrell, but seemed like he was just doing it all there. So it's not too bad. I'm still worried when Ryan Burton comes back if he just yoinks that straight back off of him.
You know what? There was a story that came out today. This morning I was reading it. About, it wasn't Ken Hinkley, it was someone else at the Port Adelaide Footy Club saying that they're going to do a review of their list. They're going to try and do what they can for this year, but they're looking forward to see what they can do with this list. I don't think Ryan Burton's in their best 22.
I don't think so either. I don't know why they didn't trade him off to us.
If this Logan, what's his name? Logan Evans is doing this and playing well, why wouldn't you just stick with him?
Well, yeah, but again, this is only one game that we're seeing it off against a game where they got absolutely pumped. So, it's impressive that he got 20 disposals in it, but also, too, let's see like what the role is when they're actually winning. Because what Burton does is bloody valuable to a team. Yeah. Being able to play as that high third intercept marker and then also be able to... He's like Ridley type, but not as good as Ridley.
But they've got Zerk Thatcher.
Who sucks. Who is basically...
I know.
Yeah, so Burton is... to Ridley as what Zerk Thatcher is to Laverde, even though Laverde had a ripper today.
Oh, didn't he? We'll bring him up later.
Yeah, no, we won't.
No, we won't. Saturday.
This morning. Let's get Phil hard.
Yeah. Oh, Phil is going to be as hard as, a rock. They flex their muscle again. 102.75, an absolute pantsing of the little brother GWS Giants up there. For anyone that held green,
Yep.
done.
Hey! Let's go, Tom. About damn
finally.
time. We've only been
Thomas.
asking for about 4 weeks.
You heard our cries, and he'd been just last week. He got traded out by 2,500 teams. Before that, it's nearly 15,000 teams he got traded out of. This is why we hold on to Primos, ladies and gentlemen, because the touches were never an issue. It was just his efficiency, and I feel like that's back to a degree now. It's not finally back, but 153 Supercoach points. This is what we want.
Mate, he looks so composed as well as and against Sydney's midfield. Like, unbelievable. He actually looked fantastic. I loved every single little bit about what he did there. Also, too, Horse, this is the Swans' 10th win in a row, and it feels like they've won 25 in a row already.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone's playing for second. Everyone's playing for the runner-up in the premiership. Swans are home. I'm calling it. Swans are home.
If the Swans play Brisbane at the G Grand Final day, Brisbane have got them covered.
Oh, interesting. Brisbane hate playing at the G, so very, very
well.
interesting.
Sydney did lose to Tigers.
That is very true. I mean, look, I'm obviously taking the piss a little bit, but I'm just hyping up Sydney, giving them the respect that they deserve. Whitfield, another 105 horse, so you can let Ryan know that.
Well, I did ring him. If he's in the chat, I did ring him on Friday and say, what's Whitfield averaging since we made that call? And it was 98.8. So after this 105, he's now up to 99.5 he's averaging. Well over the 90. So
well over.
Yeah, well over.
That.
That was with Jordan, with him too.
Yeah,
so
it was with Jordan tagging.
Whitfield, that was the first 100 that anyone has scored on James Jordan this year.
In fairness, though, Jordan did move off of him. I think it was start of the 4th, I believe.
Kelly, 90 Supercoach points, 23 touches and a goal.
Nah.
Too inconsistent to be a top 8 mid, mate. Toby Bedford, this is an interesting one. 18 touches, a lot of CBAs. He's still not even 300K yet. In draft format, you can probably have a crack. But in Supercoach normal, nah, because Cogs is just going to take that role.
Yeah, that's what has me worried. I do like the fact that he had the most CBAs for the Giants, but yeah, I think Cogs probably just takes that when he comes back in a week or two. But either way, it's nice to see. Toby Green, 72 Supercoach points, Horse, 18 disposals and a goal. But he actually was playing defensively, and he was in the back line, and he actually played a lot of midfield this game, which is interesting, which is nice to see because it's going back like 2 years ago, Toby, where he was actually playing everywhere all over the ground. A little bit too late, but it is what it is. And how about your man, the Gruber, Horse?
The Gruber! Max Gruzewski, or however the fuck you say his name.
Glad you said it.
2 goals.
Yep, that's it.
And we're not going to talk about his Supercoach points because they were ordinary, but congratulations to the man. He looked real excited kicking those goals.
Absolutely. Horse for the Swans. How about this one? The row bottom rave. Fuck the Amati party. We're on the row bottom rave.
You feel
100.
Golden Tonsils jumped all over that, didn't he? Prior to this game, he had a personal best of 27 touches in a game, and he smashed that. 32 touches, 6 tackles, 163. Mate. You're not going to get this every week out of the row bottom rave, but someone that's really...
If he does not get 3 votes for this game, the umpires are out of their goddamn. If they give the 3 votes to Errol, I mean, he had an amazing game, right? Amazing game. But it was not as influential in how good that Jimmy Rowbottom was.
Yeah. Since we mentioned 3 weeks ago to bring in Errol, he's gone 151, 154, 107, mate. So another 41 touches, 12 marks and a goal. He was everywhere. And you know who he's got his next 3 games?
Oh, God. This is
Freo,
juicy.
St Kilda, North.
Oh,
holy,
Christmas for Errol.
Holy balls. That's going to be nuts. Reg Grundy, 124 Supercoach points, 28 disposals again, 31 hitouts. He's just been sensational, hasn't he?
Mate, Horse, Brodie Grundy is got, 59 disposals in his past 2 games. 59 in his last 2 weeks. He's nearly averaging 30. You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Mate, Briggs couldn't even get close to him around the ground. Grundy was just allowed to go where he wanted to. Unreal. Isaac Henny, 112 Supercoach points, 23 and 7 tackles. Just does it again. Keeps on keeping on. Love that from him. How about the Frillneck Lizard, though, Horse?
Yeah. 115 Supercoach points, 22 touches. Awesome off halfback. Lloyd's back there now. Callum Mills has been training across halfback. Don't trust it.
Yeah,
We love
couldn't agree more.
the LA. Someone in the Discord brought up this bloke, Justin McInerney. 75 Supercoach points. So one of his lowest scores this year, 18 touches and a goal. No, I can't. Not as a top F8. Anyone.
Yeah, I agree there, mate. And then shout out to Bleach Earth and his Mrs. Bleached Earth. The Bleached Arsehole, 72 Supercoach points, 20 disposals and 2 goals. Not bad, right? But 45% disposal efficiency, horse. That ain't going to do it, mate. I know scaling there was a lot of scaling in this game, and it kind of screwed a couple of the Swan scores up, but well, it is how it is. And then shout out to Caden Cleary, first kick, first goal club. Good on him, mate. Well done. Okay, well, hope he'll probably be a drop next week. Horse, Saturday night, mate. Nail biter, game of the round. This was a beauty. The D's hang on to win 70-67 over North. And
before we talk Supercoach points, mate, I want to bring something up to you.
Yep.
So North have definitely improved over the last 3 weeks, right?
Yes.
And then you've got last year's number 2 pick, Colby McKercher, to come back in.
Yes.
Last year's number 4 pick.
Yes, Zane Dersma.
Potentially this year's number 1 pick.
Yes.
And how much cash have you got to splurge?
A lot.
This is the start of something special, I reckon, with you guys.
You know what you also got to remember is, Horse, we also have 3 more first-round picks that have yet to play this year. Oh, besides Will Dawson. But, we got 2 more that we've got to unveil as well in Tyler Goad. Oh, no, Riley Hardiman was the other one, and we've already played him. So Tyler Goad's still got to come in too.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a fair bit to like. I'll tell you that much, mate. I'm getting excited.
Yeah. But, do you want to talk about the D's first?
As long as LDU doesn't leave. If LDU leaves, then I'm going to cry everywhere.
Yeah, you've got to throw the kitchen sink at him to keep him.
Oh,
but anyway.
Oh, God. Yep. D's. Yep. Thank you. Called it. Trent Rivers is the man. 131 Supercoach points. He only had 21 disposals, but 6 tackles, and he was all over it. He is the track replacement. He was in every single centre bounce attendance for this game. He is the man that they are completely happy with doing. He is 430K defender. And Gawn and him, once they get that connection going together, it's going to be Trent Rivers. Oh my God, he has got a clear path right now, mate.
That's juicy.
Very Supercoach friendly kind of game too. He is very good with his run and dash off of halfback, and he does not mind getting in and under as well.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maxi Gawn, 114 Supercoach points, 18 touches, 30 hitouts. Played okay, but X probably had the better of him.
I think they were on par. I would say on par.
I didn't know X was like pick 72 for you guys.
Yeah, we picked up some pretty good late ones.
Yeah.
But, X got trained by Todd Goldstein. Obviously, he's going to be okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ahmed, early start today, mate. Got some night shift tonight, so we need to get these out, my man. Toddy Viney's little son, Jack, 470K mid, 104 Supercoach points, 25 touches, 6 tackles. I don't trust it, but he is the main man inside for them.
Yeah.
How do you say this guy's name? Tholstrup?
Colton Tholstrup.
Colton Tholstrup.
Yeah, he played well. 70 Supercoach points, 10 disposals, 7 tackles. I liked his attack on the ball. He's 130K. If you want to go down, I mean, the job security is iffy, but, they have brought him in at the moment, so we'll just have to wait and see on that. Kristen Salem can get stuffed, I'll tell you that much. 65 Supercoach points, subbed in the last quarter. No injury or anything like that. They just subbed him. I'm like, righto, no worries. He was the main man still off of halfback. Cool. Mm-hmm. That's sweet. They utilised him at times, but then they just stopped. And then they went, no, stuff you. And 100%. They just cold-shouldered him, so no idea there. What do you reckon about Pickett, though, Horse?
No.
Absolutely not. He got the exact same amount of game time that he would forward and midfield to when track was there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Role has not changed. It's going to be the same old crap.
Clayton Oliver.
Yep. My God.
Now, you have got a contact at the Heidelberg Dorovich's clinic, which we haven't been able to get a hold of yet, but I'd love to know what's going on here because Will Phillips absolutely took the PI 55 out of him 14 touches for a man that averaged over 30 touches last year, 32 Supercoach points, and one avid follower of this show had the C slapped firmly on Clayton Oliver.
That actually sucks so bad. I thought Will Phil was unbelievable, and the fact that he just did not leave his side. The thing that was wrong with Will Phillips is that when someone would give him a little bit of, argy-bargy, Phillips would kind of cave to it. Now he's just built to the shithouse now.
Yeah,
and he's like, bring it on. And Clary tried to get stuck into him, and he was just giving it right back. And even Clary tried to get stuck into Wardlaw, and Phillips just went straight up to him and was like, nah, none of that shit. So, I think Clary was more focused on Phillips than the ball and gave away pissy, dumb free kicks, couldn't get anywhere near it, through tantrums, and Phillips just kept doing what he had to do. So, shit house by Clary, really.
Yeah, spot on, mate. For North, I'm going to let you talk about these guys because you were stoked with how they went.
Yeah, but I'd also like to hear you talk about them too because, it's always nice as well. But I'll go LDU. That was a beautiful game. 148 Supercoach points, 31 disposals in a goal. Unbelievable. He just looks like he has all the time in the world. And you can really see that the connection in the midfield between him and Nick Sherry is really starting to show. And they are absolutely all about it. So I'm all for it to keep LDU scores high. Horse, talk to me about how good George Wardlaw is.
He's amazing. 122 Supercoach points, 23 disposals, 8 tackles. What were they doing sending him forward late?
Hey, mate, I keep telling you, he still hasn't got game. He hasn't got game legs into him yet. He gets knackered at the end of the games, and you can tell. But,
is there a chance that we could have LDU and Georgie Wardlaw as part of our starting midfield in 2025?
Depending on the prices, but yeah, there's genuinely. I will be, if George Wardlaw is around 400k, he like 400 to 500, he'll be in my side as long as he can get, because when he can play out a whole game, we're looking at 130s instead of these being 120s. He's just going to be all over it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, she's got playing forward and still raking them up, mate. 27 touches, 2 goals, plays all over the ground, just does what he wants. He is that good. Josh Himkin, this is interesting. Yeah. So we were talking about this guy off air, 114 Supercoach points, 25 touches and a goal, 10 CBAs, been playing well, not quite 400k now. Could he be an F6?
I mean, it's around the mark. Being a North fan, it's hard to have faith in Simpkin doing it week in, week out. But what I'm seeing right now, he's actually stepping up to be the captain that we need him to be, and they need him in the midfield. So he's definitely going to play that time, and they're looking for him when they're getting it out of the mids and also when they're coming from transition defense. So
100%.
I mean, I don't hate it, but when you put him in the conversation with Jezza, Curnow, Danaher, Caldwell, he's in there. I don't hate it. It's just going to be depending on pricing, but also too, North have been playing good for 3 weeks. We could probably look at the other ones as well because they've been going really, really well. Ixcheri, 111 Supercoach points against Max Gawn Horse. 17 disposals, 10 tackles, 20 hitouts. I thought he was really, really good, and he's definitely coming a long way since what he's been doing at the start of the year. The hitouts are much improved. Zach Fisher, 108 Supercoach points, Horse. Another ton. Just
23 touches, another ton for him. I'm glad I bought him in. I hate it, but I'm glad I bought him in.
Mate, he's the man off half back. It's just going to be doing what you're going to do. And Horse, I'm going to say it.
This week, before you do say it, Colby McKercher, for those of you watching at home, had 30 touches in 3 quarters and was taken off before the last quarter in the 2s today. And they've pretty much already said that he will be back next week.
Oh, stop it, Colby. Oh, my goodness, that's elite. But, Horse, have you ever seen a guy that had 8 disposals play a better game than what Jackson Archer did against Bailey Fridge?
No.
That was pants pulling down, smack his bare ass, and then send him back home to mum. He didn't kick a goal. He had 6 touches, and I reckon that 4 of them were probably just like under pressure handballs.
Yeah.
And then Wallace getting tackled by Jackson Archer, while Archer was still able to go back, take intercept marks, and start hammering the ball down the ground. That was unreal.
You've got yourself a nice little 10 to 12-year back pocket, lockdown back pocket there, 100%.
Oh, 100% too. And he's starting to take intercept marks and gaining confidence in himself as well. I mean, if he gets very, very small amount of if he can get that extra little bit to him, and we're looking at him next year at like 200K, it's not a bad shout for a third kind of intercept kind of guy off of halfback that they're actually showing a bit more confident having ball in hand with.
100%, mate.
Yeah.
He does. He does look the goods. Before we get into this next game, mate.
Yes, sir.
There's probably only one person's face that looks better than Jackson Archer taking the piss out of Bailey Fritsch.
Oh, it's got to be Ryan from Astute Newstead, doesn't it?
It's absolutely Ryan from Astute Newstead. Are your rates above 6.2%? Want to buy a home? Maybe you want to refinance or renovate. Or maybe you just want to save some money like the rest of us. Then reach out to Ryan at Astute Newstead for an obligation and cost-free inquiry. His link is in the description below. His link tree. You can click on trees in the chat.
Trees in the
Go
chat.
in there.
He's done it.
Call him at 2:30 in the morning and tell him the Inside Boys sent you.
Love to see that.
Mate, the early game today.
Yes. Horse.
Yeah.
Dominant. They were very, very good, the Bombers, today for the last quarter, because the Eagles gave you boys a bit of a scare, didn't they?
Nah, not really.
Oh, mate, you're kidding yourself if they weren't scaring you. When Waterman slotted that third, I was like, oh, hang on a minute. There's a little bit going on here.
Yeah.
And then Elliot Yo's. Jeez, there's a bit going on there, Horse.
Well, I did bring in Elliot Yeo this week.
Smart.
And very happy with that. But for the Dons to start with, Zach.
Hey, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
That's the first time I got to do it.
I'm proud of you. I'm bored with it.
Zach Merritt, 134 Supercoach points, 29 touches with a Jingby Chag. I don't care. He's still awesome. But you know who was my best player today?
Oh, mate, if it's anyone but Jai Caldwell, you're talking out your ass, because he was unbelievable.
He was unbelievable. Played a blinder. 115 Supercoach points, 26 disposals, 11 tackles. 11. The 5 free kicks suck, but man, he did a really good job on Yo. And if you are listening, Mr. Scott, the coach of the Essendon Footy Club, leave Darcy Parish out and leave this bloke inside to win the pill. He is fucking tough as nails. Him, Durham, Merritt. Just let these guys go. Trade Darcy Parish for a half a bottle of Pepsi Max and some chicken chips. Get what you can for him. Free up some cash and bring us in some more players. We've seen how valuable Dersma is on the wing with his two-way running. Darcy Parish brings nothing to us. Leave this guy in at the CBAs.
Couldn't agree more, mate. And you had me at leave Parish out, keep Durham in. That's all I needed to hear. That's what Essendon need. The amount that Durham was actually breaking out of the centre clearances today and bombing it forward, he did it way better than what Parish did. He actually tackles people and he applies pressure off of the ball when need to be.
Yep.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Nick Martin, 112 Supercoach points, Horse. 21 disposals, 9 marks. Was a little bit down, but that's all right. And he's still moving forward. And that has got to be one of the worst shots on goal I've ever seen again. That is the second time he's done it this year, Horse.
Still win at 90% by foot, though. So I'm not too bad with it. Yeah.
He had like, the commentators were saying he has a stigma around him where he's not a very good kick by foot. And then he drills this 35-meter about this far off the ground perfectly to Peter Wright. And I was like, well, that shut you up now, didn't it? The absolute experts. That's why we need to call games, Horse. Oh, geez. I hate when this guy plays good games, but, he does it. Well. So,
yeah.
Package delivered today. He's still a prick, but that's all right. 5 goals, but, I'm not bringing him in with Supercoach because he doesn't play North, West Coast, and Richmond every game. Other than that, he goes missing. Yep.
Ridley, 84 Supercoach points, 25 touches. He's still got his touches, but that's what it was today. Nothing more. The ball wasn't down there as much as what it normally is. Just a really good all-round team effort in that win. Yep. For the Eagles, Elliot. Elliot, yo. 139 Supercoach points, 20 touches, 13 tackles, and a goal. Massive game. He's got mid-forward.
Back.
I bought him in. I'm mid-back, sorry. Mm-hmm. I bought him in. I'm happy. Mm-hmm. And he'll be staying in my team if he can stay injury-free.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, mate. That was an elite game by Elliot, yo.
Yep.
Like, elite, showing how good he was. Puddin, I thought him and Barras were actually sensational for the first 3 quarters. They looked unstoppable to Essendon's forwards. He had 99, 20 disposals, a lot of contested marks. I just don't think that I can do him for the last defender spot, but that's all right. W Train, our man horse, 3 goals again. Moved up the ground as well, but just not for Supercoach, unfortunately. It's just it's just not what you can do, especially with Oscar Allen now back. Congratulations to him for coming back. That's bloody good to see after that pain in the ass injury that he had as well, mate.
100%, brother. Yeah, good to see him back. And as soon as I saw that he was back, I went and grabbed him in a draft league, mate.
Smart.
Really like him. And Harley Reid is back next week. So when we're talking Liam Ryan, who went through the middle, that's not going to happen every week. Tim Kelly also back next week as well.
Correct. Yep, absolutely, mate. So, that's why Ryan can get stuffed. So we're not hearing anything about that. Horse, let's go to the last game of the round. And Dockers just easy as you like. Dispose of the Suns. I thought they played a really, really good game and a good style of football because they didn't do this boring bullshit anymore. They put a bit of an attacking spin on it, and it really caught the Suns off guard early. So good win there for the Dockers. They desperately needed that. Sean Darcy, though, horse, just goes whack after all the shit that we've been giving him. Unbelievable. 149 Supercoach points, easily best game of the year. Don't care.
Not bringing him in.
No.
Andrew Brayshaw, 134 Supercoach points. If you've already got him, that's awesome. That's his best scoring game for the year as well. Hayden Young, he locked down Real and still got 24 touches and 3 goals himself, 130 Supercoach points. This is what we were saying a couple of weeks ago, that if you've got him, you just hold on to him, and he's that D7, M9 loop if you need him or you can play him. So this is what he can do for you. Caleb Sarong, 121 Supercoach points.
Yep.
Supercoach is open now, mate. So I'm just going to do a quick check to see how much money Caleb Sarong has dropped.
Sarong was off to a flyer earlier as well, horse, but bloody hell, Andy Brayshaw was as well. My God, he was everywhere.
Sarong's down to 580K now.
Interesting. And with a break even of
121.
It's actually not bad. That's tempting.
It might be me. Jeez. I'm nearly thinking about going Real up to Sarong this week.
You don't really want to go Sarong this week, though. They got the Swans.
Oh, okay. Maybe not then.
Yeah, maybe the week after. That's when you might want to, because they got Richmond after that. That's probably when you want to target Sarong. And then Hawthorn. Yeah.
Hey, how did Luke Ryan get to 93?
It's got me stuffed. What do you have? 15, 16 disposals? I have no idea how the hell he got to 93.
Neither.
No idea. CKC, we're not CKCing today.
Yep. And we love to see it for those that are fading CKC. Jordan Clark, too, 17 touches, 100 Supercoach points. For the Suns, mate, this man just continues keeping on.
Yep.
Another ton.
Done it again. Can he go the whole year tunning up? It'd be unbelievable. They just looked so much better. And he moved into the midfield as well, which was
actually got a bit of a run on when he went into the midfield. He added a bit of X factor in there. Yeah.
He did. Looked really good. Really like it.
Will Powell, for those of you that held on to him or looking at bringing him in, but first came back from 5-week suspension, 117 Supercoach points, intercept defending, using the ball quite well. He is very good for them down back.
What did he miss 5 weeks for, Horse?
It was a derogatory comment that he made towards someone.
I was hoping you were going to say it, but I was trying to bait you into saying it, but that's all right. Go to the professional route. That's all good too, Horse.
I'm very professional. 33 touches, for 95 Supercoach points, mate.
Absolutely. Noah Anderson, he had 23 for 93. Matt Rao, 23 for 82. I'm worried about all of them, man. Like, it's so hard to be able to tell what's going on with this midfield for the Suns now. And now if you're throwing the Diddley in there as well.
Yep.
I guess, when we thought, also too, how the hell did they start the game with Flanders, Powell, and Sexton all playing in defense? There's not one defender in the three of them.
Don't know.
And then Hardwick decided to move it, and it actually kind of looked a little bit better. They were relying so heavily on Bodie Uland. Hey, did you watch that first half of the game, though? The amount of times that Sam Switowski was standing, our man, Sammy Swit, was standing on his own at like 40 to 60 meters out from goal was unbelievable because they all kept trying to run off of him. And he just went, all right, I'll stand here because he's a smart bloke. And that's exactly what happened. They get goals
Ouch.
out of it.
Ouch.
Dumb as all
Now,
shit.
Alex Sexton, I didn't watch most of this game, mate, but 80 Supercoach points, 20 touches. Is he going to stick or is he done?
Oh, I mean, maybe. I don't know what Hardwick's going to do with all three of them in the team. That's the thing. It just doesn't work. Either you move Flanders mid and push one of the other ones around somewhere else, or you got to drop one of them because their backline just doesn't work as having that. Move one of them up somewhere. I don't know. But you can't have Flanders, Powell, and Sexton in there and expect to win games. It's just not going to work.
Yeah. And for me anyway, I sold him a couple of weeks back, seeing that Will Powell was coming back, and then that was it.
Yeah. Closey and Graham also too played, but yeah.
Yeah. Nah, bugger them. They're sells now anyway.
Yeah, shocking by the Suns, really.
And ladies and gentlemen, that'll do us for the teams this week. Yep. Now, what we're going to get into is our hot guys, cold guys, and the injury report.
This is why I'm hot.
Bang, bang.
And we're going to start with none hotter than the man who played against his brother and absolute took the PI 55 out of him, Tom DeConey.
Oh, yeah. TDK, 176, absolutely massive. Surely Voss can't bring Mark Pitnet back in. He cannot. TDK is taking the piss. But, it's Vossi. We'll have to see what he does there, Horse. Dunkley, he's definitely a hot guy. 144 Supercoach points, 32 and 7 tackles. Mate, McCluggage got tagged. So Dunkley went, all right, hold my beer. I'm about to step up and take the piss. And I think, did Lockie Neal do the same, Horse?
Yeah, they only got 293 Supercoach points.
Quiet.
69 touches, 13 tackles between them.
Yeah, you owe that one to Ken Hinkley. Because, just keep tagging McCluggage. Good idea.
Yep. You know who else is good? LDU. 148 Supercoach points, 31 touches and a goal. He was so bloody good. Has all the time in the world, and he's really starting to build. And what's happening is X Spectrum, our man Sherry from the North Melbourne Footy Club, has actually learnt to hit it in the general direction of his teammates now. Who would have thought?
It's about goddamn time. That's all I can say. But good on him for actually doing it.
Yeah. Oh, Errol.
Oh, Errol.
151 Supercoach points, 41 touches, 12 marks and a goal. He was everywhere. His next three as well, Freo, St Kilda, North. Ladies and gentlemen, this is someone that you're going to want to get into your teams. Reg Grundy as well just continues to keep on keeping on. 124 Supercoach points, 28 touches, 31 hitouts, and he's averaging 29.5 disposals in his last two. He's playing like a midfielder, and Briggs could not get anywhere near him.
No, not a chance. Absolutely pantsed him. Zach Merritt, mate, he was unbelievable. Even though he got the light tag from Ruben Jimby, still 134 Supercoach points, 29 disposals. Really, really bloody good. Elliot, and even though he copped a slight tag from Jai Caldwell, 139 Supercoach points, 20 disposals, 13 tackles, and a goal. Just absolutely massive that we can sit into our defenders slot.
Absolutely.
Horse, you gotta say it. Sean Darcy had a good game, mate.
He's hot. He's hot today.
Yeah, he's hot today, isn't he?
147 Supercoach points. That was the best game that he had this year, and that's the same with Andrew Brayshaw. 134 Supercoach points. For him, Hayden Young locked down Real and still got 24 and 3 goals himself, 130 Supercoach points. The diddly Sam Flanderino, 117 Supercoach points, continues to ton up week in, week out, and is our number one of one player who has turned up in every game this year. And Will Powell, we're giving him a shout out because his first game back from 5 weeks off, 117 Supercoach points. Well done.
Yep.
We've never had a set of brothers that have made the hot guys list before, but I'm going to throw in Sam DeConey.
Yep, I agree with that.
20 touches, 20 hitouts, and 136 Supercoach points, mate.
Couldn't agree more there, mate. He definitely deserves to be on the hot guys list. And you know what you get for being on the hot guys list, Horse? That's
you
right.
gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
And that's why you want to be on the hot guys list, ladies and
because
gentlemen.
you're not getting that on the cold guys list.
Wait, Horse, just quickly, round of applause for us. What a segue. What a segue for us. Jeez.
We are the best.
Professional.
There's not many on the cold guys list this week, given that there were 6 games and everyone did okay, I guess. But Clayton Oliver.
Oh, mate, he's definitely on the cold guys list. That was a piece of piss. Will Phillips absolutely destroyed him. He's definitely on the cold guys list this week. Briggs, after being on the hot guys list last week, welcome back, mate. This is where you belong.
It's like the bloke never left.
Mate, Grundy absolutely destroyed him. I'm pretty sure they had about 48 or something like that. That's shocking by Briggsy. Horse. Remember when someone asked this earlier in the week, hey, is Joel Amadi a buy for the Swans? What do you reckon about that?
I don't like naming names, but Ian Johnson, the blame is firmly on you, my friend.
He gets one of these, Horse.
Brother, what's that?
What's that? Ew.
He got 28 and didn't kick a goal and rule my multi.
And drop chest marks. Yeah, no good.
Oh, geez,
what about Jai Clark? But he had 20 touches.
Yeah. Well, he had 20 touches, but 40% disposal efficiency. That sucks. And six clangers as well. Yeah, no, that's not going to cut it. That's why he only got 38 Supercoach points or whatever he got. So, no.
Is there any other players that you'd like to add to that?
Yeah, bugger it. Let's put on Bailey Fritsch there because Jackson Archer's just standing there going, oh, hang on a second. What have I got? Oh, look at that. Bailey Fritsch.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So on the way out of the game, security just had to stop Jackson Archer because they're like, oh, your pockets look fairly loaded, mate. Do you mind emptying them? And he took out his wallet, his phone, his keys, and Bailey Fritsch.
All right, we need that here for next week, if you don't mind. Jacko, just keep that. Don't have to keep that with you, mate.
Yeah. Give him back to the Melbourne Footy Club. They're missing him. Anyway, that's our cold, guys. We're going to get stuck into the injury update.
Hey, Horse, just quickly, Jasper just asked, what's the opposite of Huck 2? That's what Briggs gets this week.
Oh, we're gonna have to find something.
Yeah, he gets a headache.
Not
tonight.
Yeah, not
headache,
tonight.
Not tonight.
Let's start off with Tommy Hawkins. I hope this isn't the end, but the foot injury, and you've got to be when someone drops without any body contact.
Yeah, that's the worst. Because that normally means like Achilles, ACL, something like that, and you never want to say that. But this is apparently his foot. Oh, blue balls, well done, Deadly. So I think that's where hopefully he can get one more game back into him. But all the best to Hawk because he's had an amazing career. He's been an absolute legend of the game. So hopefully it's not too bad. Oh my goodness, Kai Lohman. He has a quad injury. I'm not sure if this was precautionary, if he's actually injured.
It was just a nasty corky.
Yeah, because Brisbane didn't say anything like, they were expecting him to miss time or anything. They just said, he's got a quad. And you're like, all right, cool. Yep. But there was that. Jordan Sweet, though, Horse, for the people that held on to Sweet because they heard the news of Solder being dropped, this sucks.
Nah, when you saw the way the Big Tangles took hold of him, he's gone. Yeah. Teddy! Toby Pink.
Yeah, just a little ankle tweak. Should be okay. We'll have to wait and see how that goes with him. Big kahuna, Josh Tracy. Took a ripper of a mark as well, Horse.
Yeah. Copped a stinger on his shoulder, but he's okay. He came back on, finished off the game. He'll be fine. Alex Pearce, hyperextended elbow. Boyle reports that looked fairly nasty. He got taken out of the game.
Yeah.
And we're just going to have to await scans to see the severity of that. And no, he's not on the injury report. Clayton Oliver was just shit.
That Alex Pearce one is actually a big one for anyone that owns CKC players in Luke Ryan and Jordan Clark. If they lose Pearce, that really hurts how much of the game that then opens up to Luke Ryan, because Alex Pearce is probably one of the best one-on-one defenders, keyback defenders we have in the AFL. And without him, Luke Ryan will definitely have to do more defensive responsibility, and that can actually hurt him.
Brennan Cox back next week.
Brennan Cox is not on Alex Pearce's level by any means.
I actually rate him. I think he's all right.
Look, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that he's a bad player. What I'm saying is he's not on the level of Alex Pearce. Alex Pearce is unbelievably good. Yes. I put him onto close to the level of Sam Taylor in my eyes.
That's huge.
Yeah, he's.
And ladies and gentlemen, that'll do us for our injury list tonight.
Yes,
now, what we're going to do is there was a couple of little winnings on the weekend, so punters club time.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Money talk.
And before you kick it off, mate, I just want to thank all the legends in the Discord that were sharing their slips, their insights, their knowledge for the weekend. For me personally, it was a very profitable weekend. So thank you very much, guys.
Yep, you love to see that. We had a couple of good ones as well. A few of the double ups that Kizza always puts in. Shout out to the Punters Club president, Kizza, for his nice little double ups that we love to see. And then he's also on these goal kicking trains, which we love to see. So basically, he puts a bit of money on them to kick 2, 3, 4, or 5, whatever it is, whatever it's paying, and then just watches it hopefully go up. And then I'm pretty sure if they kick 2, then he gets money back. If they kick 3, then
they only have to kick 1.
Oh,
so
yeah,
like
1.
Josh Caddy today, just kick 1 goal.
Yep.
You get your money back, and then for everything else that they kick, you get extra and extra. So,
except for like when they're actually like high price, like Waterman.
Yeah.
Waterman was obviously low for 1, but made a bit of coin on him kicking 3 as well today, which was good. Yes, Deadly McCluggage screwed a lot of us, but I'm going to put that down to Ken Hinkley not getting off his high horse and not deciding to take the damn tag off of him, even though Dunkley and bloody Neil were killing him. But that's all right. So,
and as we said, the president of our punters club, 1 is a small profit. So
beautiful.
It's calculated.
Yes, exactly right. That's why he's the man.
That's why he's the pres.
Yeah. So a couple of good, nice little wins there.
Absolutely.
This weekend.
And you know what? We always gamble responsibly, and you can only bet what you can afford to lose.
Sorry,
like
Horse,
Jonas,
that didn't sound right.
Lockie Bramble responsibly.
That sounds better.
Yeah. Nichols is the kind of bloke who doesn't Lockie Bramble responsibly. He wrecks punts recklessly.
Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Chat, it's okay. It's okay. I pulled him up on it. I've got it. I've got him.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in a man's life where a boy becomes a man. His old man will sit him down and go, son, I've got to teach you about a few things in life. He has that chat and he becomes a better man for it. For us at home, ladies and gentlemen, we've got something similar. We call it the Cone of the Week.
Oh, it's bloody brilliant, Horse. just saying, never too late for a code nomination, Horse. All right, Horse. This week we've been spoilt for choice because there's a few people that I can cone this week. But, some people need a rocket up their ass, Horse. I'm not doing this to belittle them or berate them or in any way. I want them to be better. I want to see the best version of every single one of these players that they can be. But before we do into that, we have a couple of crumpets, which the chat wants me to call it, which is players that are on thin ice. Tom Hawkins was on very thin ice before he got injured because he had absolutely nothing. But I'll look away from that because he's been such a legend. Darcy Byrne-Jones, thin ice, did sweet FA. He's very lucky he had a good last quarter. Crepes, not crumpets, whatever. Sorry, kids. Darcy Byrne-Jones, very, very close. Very close. But he's lucky he had a good last game. Now, let's get on to some honourable mentions, Horse, because, God, there was some shit flying around this week.
Here we go.
Lachie Neale. What the hell is that kind of crap of deliberate out of bounds? Make it any less obvious, mate. Like, did you say it? Alir didn't even try and tackle him. He stood,
that's right. He just went.
Hands it over. And then he's confused. Well, that's a free kick. It's the most obvious deliberate we've ever seen, Lachie. Shit house. I really hate to say that. Sam Wicks. I guess he watched Jeremy Sharp's game last week and went, you know what? I want a bit of that because that was a piece of shit game. Just ran cardio the whole damn game.
Yeah.
4 touches, nearly 111 minutes as well. Bloody hell, that's a piece of crap.
Get out.
Bailey Fritsch. That is shit house. You got towed. You're meant to be Melbourne's number 1 forward. Number 1 forward from a premiership side. And you got pantsed by a 14-gamer. Jackson Archer absolutely smacked your bare bottom red. That was absolute shithouse by Bailey Fritsch.
It was a pants party.
Absolute pants party. Shithouse by Bailey Fritsch. But someone that was even worse than him, Clayton Oliver, meant to be one of the best midfielders in the AFL, has been for weeks. Get back on the gear, mate. You obviously need it because that was shit. Absolute piss week. Will Phillips absolutely kicked your ass. That was absolute shithouse performance. But Horse,
there's worse.
One man gets Cone of the Week this week, and it's because there is nothing worse than that bullshit that Stephen May pulled when he tried to pull his own head into the ground on Eddie Ford's tackle and then holds his head like, it hurts, it hurts. Fucking, are you kidding me? And the umpire, I can get away with the umpire for having to like be in the wrong position or anything like that. But that is an absolute disgrace on the game by Stephen May. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew his head didn't hit. He knew he was trying to pay for the free kick. Now we're going to have to do another assortment of the rules, try and figure this bullshit out. Stephen May, weak as piss, be better. Shithouse. Absolute shithouse, horse.
Oh,
That's a disgrace of the game.
it was terrible, wasn't it?
That's a disgrace of the game. We all know it.
You know what? We are going to have our cone of the year team, and I reckon after that, Frothies May has almost lined himself up for the captaincy role in that team so far. So, as you've heard, ladies and gentlemen, your cone of the week this week is none other than the flog himself, Frothies May.
That needed to be done. That needed to be done. And horse.
Do you feel better?
It definitely needed to be done. You're damn right. And I do feel a little bit better. But you saying that Frothies May needs to be captain of the Cone team is a massive call because we have Cone the like of Harrison Petty, Jeremy Sharp, Rory Lobb, Kelly Underwood.
He's
You're
worse
gonna
than
take
Kelly Underwood at the moment. Yep. Mate,
cool.
I was ropeable seeing that. The fact that there's such a focus on head injuries and HIAs and the head being looked after and to fake that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Stephen May, fuck you. That is ordinary. Weak as piss, be better.
100% horse. Could not. Well done.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
You're not
I can't
wrong
get as
at
angry as you, though. I really want to just wind up one day.
all. I may have pissed off a couple of my neighbours, but that's all right.
Nah, that's all right. Hey, before we get into it, did Maxie ever come and pick up his footy?
No, it's still there. It's in my driveway, Max.
Give me a shout out.
Buddy.
Come and get
Max,
it, Maxie.
Max, look, mate, come up the driveway. Come get your footy, mate. It's there for you, brother. I've got it sitting there. It's on top of a box. I haven't touched it. It's just in the elements. Unless I don't know what else you want me to do with the ball. Just get in contact with me, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into some questions.
It's question time. Let's answer your questions for the week ahead.
Top comment. Deadly. I've run out of alcohol.
Yeah.
Jasper, how'd the Maltese go, fellas? Awesome. Had a really good weekend on the Maltese, mate.
We bloody oath we did. I put in one extra leg and stuffed up, but that's all right.
That's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brian, thanks for joining us, Brian.
Brian.
Okay, I'll say it first. Clary, yeah, shit house. I hate to see it.
Yep, shit house. Oh, look, Will Phillips just absolutely kicked his ass. I think we're gonna have to put it down to Will Phil is actually going to be one of the taggers that we're gonna have to watch out for in Supercoach now because he held Dacos pretty quiet the week before, and now he's held Clary the whole game. This could be one where we're going to have to sit there and go, shit, who are North coming up against this week and who they're going to tag?
Yeah, spot on. In honour to a man who played his 100th game at Ingle Farm in the South Australian Amos.
You gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
That's our boy Junkie.
Oh, yes, we get her. Yes, we do.
PDK and Pitnett are like the reverse Darcy-Jackson combo. There will be more games without Pitnett than with. Yeah, there will be. You're right.
Can say that. Let's bloody hope so.
Yeah. Junkie, do I trade in Goulden for Jason, Horn, Francis, or Rao?
Yes.
Yes.
Agreed. Which one, though?
I'd trade out. Yeah, Rao at this stage, yeah.
Yeah, just because if we can get that forward DPP for Horn Francis, then he kind of is worth a hold there.
Yep. Only way Rosie comes in is for pink, sweaty pig Oliver. Absolutely. You've got to get rid of him, mate.
Mate, but do ya? That's the question. Yes, he got well held by Will Phil, but Melbourne's midfield is depleted, right? And Clary's going to have to be the one to step up.
He didn't on the weekend.
No, he didn't, but Will Phil was wearing him.
Deadly. I've been called the Dustin Fletcher of the generation.
Lanky.
What a man. How good's North right now, Jasper? They're not flying as such, but compared to what they have been, really good. Jonas,
I like Jazz
get the
Bar.
carbon dioxide ready because Piggy Oliver's about to get slaughtered.
God, he does some great work.
You know what? We said it last week. We'll say it again. The man
Yeah.
does not miss.
He does not miss.
Jasper shows how Supercoach doesn't show how good some games were. How bloody
Yep.
good was Bailey Scott and Archer?
Yeah, Baz actually, he actually was really, really good.
Hmm.
But yeah, Archers was.
Corey, I like this story. And Corey, put in the chat, mate, if you're still there, what rank you are overall now, because we're trying to get him into the top 20K after being outside the top 60K. He lost his main matchup today after Dempsey, the Condom, and Clossy went large this week, which bloody sucks for him.
Yeah, Charlie Combat actually had a ripping of a game playing in defense. He was
108, I think he scored.
he
Someone get Charlie Lazaro back into the ones.
Don't you dare speak that crap to me.
Do not swear. Big baller brand. Oh, it's LeVar. How you doing, brother?
Yeah,
Bring in Rivers or Sinclair this week.
Oh, Rivers is 100K cheaper, but
I'm going
Sinclair's
Sinclair.
upside is way, way better.
Mhm.
Oh, geez. I didn't think it'd actually be that tough.
Don't Melbourne play Brisbane this week, don't they?
I think so, yeah.
Yep, I'm tipping Brisbane by plus 10 goals.
I could definitely see that too.
Yeah,
But St Kilda are arseholes.
Yep.
Or
But
do
you know
they
what?
just need the or did they just
They
need
might have
a
just
break?
needed the break. Yeah.
Mm.
JRD, one of our main men in the Discord, considering Rivers and Oliver up to Goulden and Merritt. Yeah, I'd do that every day of the week.
Yep. I would 100% do that too.
Deadly, Jai Caldwell, I'd happily give you a huck too. You know what?
Hey, you
Same with
gotta
me.
give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
He was,
Oh,
he was really good.
We're just using that soundbite for players that we liked now, are we, Horse? All right.
Mate, you
So
used it
let's-
7 times last week. Just give me 2.
9.
Give me 2. 9, sorry. I went unders. That play in the first quarter on the near back flank.
Oh, yeah.
Caldwell to Does, to Zerrett, to Langers. Yeah. I can't do Huck 2 anymore. Sorry. I've already used my quota. Does Archer...
that actually got me erect. I'm not going to lie to you how good that ball movement was.
Yeah, it was awesome. Does Archer go to Norton or Waitman or either of them? I don't think Archer goes to... it probably goes to Waitman.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a heads up right now. There is no goddamn way in hell that Archer goes to Norton. Not a chance. That'll be...
That'll be a slaughter.
It'll be Combin. I reckon Archer will either go to Waitman, but it'll most likely be McDonald going to Waitman. I reckon Archer will go to someone along the line. It'll be like a mid-forward kind of thing. I reckon he'll go to...
Like Vandermeer or something.
Yeah, McNeil, something like that. Like something along those lines. But actually, if Jack McRae plays half-forward flank, Archer could probably go to him. Yeah.
Weekly winner scored 2-4-1-7 this week.
Jesus.
It's big.
Who the hell do you... Oh, surely he's captain TDK.
Scorched earth up Freo. He'd be
On
happy
your
boy
scores.
tonight,
Good
our
win.
man.
Good win.
Kizza up into the top, 12.6K now. That's our boy.
Yeah. Yep, love
Deadly.
to see that.
Oliver and the sandwich maker into Rosie and Sarong. Oh my god.
Oh well, yes, that is very saucy. As we did say though, Sarong does have Swans this week.
Mm-hmm. LDU Green, Oliver, Ashcroft, Wardlaw. Some good plays in there apart from Oliver. Ashcroft back this week.
Ashcroft is back this week.
Yes, they did say that.
Pickles
is
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pickles is the kind of bloke who thinks Ian Johnson's advice is as good as gold.
Okay, hey, we don't go throwing shade at one of the
No,
other
we don't
blokes
throw shade.
there.
Jasper,
That's funny, man.
we're playing so much better now. Yes, you are.
Mm-hmm.
Adam,
Yeah, good, thanks.
Brain, I'm glad Josh
G'day.
Baskett is making another cameo this week. I think that's NRL, but no worries.
Yep, Josh's basket. That does seem like
Yep.
NRL. Yep. Love
Cone
that.
to Wood is surely
Cone
due
to
for
Wood.
another currency.
Jasper, don't worry. I will actually. In fairness, I did listen to that game on mute because I had one of my mates over, and he said, "If you play that game on loud, I will leave the damn house."
I'll let you read this one, mate.
I was there at the game, and I hated the thought that it was holding the ball, and all the North supporters were getting up in raw. Mate, I was on my couch, and I nearly threw the remote at the TV when they called that. Dangerous tackle or whatever the hell it was. That's a goddamn disgrace. Absolute shithouse.
Our man LeVar back in the chat. What do we reckon of bringing in Rankin to complete the forward line? Clear top 6, 570K, and has GWS, Brisbane, St Kilda next 3. Does he cop tags?
I don't think he cops tags.
But
That's
just
certain.
wait, because he did not train last week.
Yeah. So we
I
have to wait
remember
and
he
see that
grimaced
game.
after he kicked it from 55 and then went quiet for the rest of the game last game.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when he did like the ping, the string or whatever. So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see for teams.
Yeah. Corey is 40,000, so we got him up 20,000.
Well
So,
done, Corey.
yeah,
Love to see
we'll
that,
get
mate.
We'll get him there.
Love
Deadly.
that.
Can I trust Clary as an M9 at all, or is he just gone?
I think you can.
I'm going the other way. I think he's done. I think Melbourne are going to get absolutely pants this week, and then the
can see
writing will
that.
be on the wall for them, and then they'll lose. They'll probably only win. I don't want to get too aggressive on them, but they might win two more games for the year.
Well, they've got Brisbane, West Coast at home. Then they've got the Bombers, and then they've got Freo over in Perth, and they never play well against Freo. Then they've got the Giants. Then they've got the Dogs. Oh, jeez, this is actually a really rough home.
Yeah,
then they've got Port down here. Then they've got the Suns up there, which is even worse. And then they finish against Collingwood. Oh, my God, that is a dirty run home.
They're done. Tommy Guns, top 5 all had VC, Tom Decay.
Yeah, that has
doesn't
to.
surprise me,
They'd
mate.
have to, yeah.
DK, thanks for joining us, my man. Archer goes to Waitman for
Yeah,
sure.
mate.
North supporting here. Thank you, mate.
See, DK, I can see what you're saying and I can agree with it, but like Luke McDonald has been the guy to go to Waitman so many times. I don't know if Arch has that kind of speed to be able to compete with Waitman, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it, and I'd actually love to see it because he would take that little piss head off clean.
Our man Ahmed, where we get a lot of our Port Adelaide information from. If you want to know all things Port Adelaide, jump in the Discord. This man definitely knows what he's talking about. D's are pretty much Port with a newer flag. I agree.
Yep.
Hey, it's Ian. Hey, mate.
G'day, mate. We're just wrapping up.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, mate. Took you a fucking time.
And Fade gone.
No. Fade CKC.
Oh,
mate,
let's fade them all, mate. Also, too, Deadly makes a great point.
Oh, he's so bad.
I've been saying it for years.
You got anything else you'd like to say tonight before we wrap it up, mate? She's been a pretty quick one, given that there's only 6 games this week, but we're back to no buys and 9 games next week.
Yes, sir, mate. So back into the big swing of things, which is going to be fantastic. But also, too, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of it. So we're about getting our primos all locked away, making sure it's all good. But, you know, we'll still be here to chat a bit of shit and be able to have a little bit of AFL talk and be able to keep it going of what we can keep doing. So that's bloody fantastic. Just want to say, again, thank you to our chat. We have the best group of bastards in here.
Yeah, awesome.
You're all hilarious. All the insights, all the other little bits and pieces that you guys bring to make what we do good and as fun as it is, we very, very much appreciate it. So round of applause for all you guys. Clap, clap, clap. And a round of applause for you, Horse, because you are awesome.
No, you are the man. Look at this. And I cop this. Can we stall for 17 minutes so Horse is late?
Unfortunately, he's in charge, so I got no chance for that, mate.
Before we leave, ladies and gentlemen, we took a pact as a community to break the stigma around mental health. So we do remind everyone that it is not weak to speak and it is okay not to be okay. So if you need someone to talk to, reach out. Our inboxes are open. Our fellow friends in our Discord, their inboxes are open. If there's someone that you feel comfortable with more so than talking to us, I'm sure they would take the time aside to talk to you if you are not okay and you want someone anonymous to talk to. As always, we do reinforce, again, that it is okay not to be okay and it's not weak to speak. So please reach out if you do need that help. Skiddy, it's been a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
We will be back. Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck with work, mate.
Yes. Thank you. It's going to be a week of 11 o'clock at night till 7 in the morning. So,
yep, absolutely. You might want to say it again, Horse, just quickly. Make sure you like and subscribe and do all that good stuff so we can get out to the most amount of people that we can. And Wednesday's show will also be 7:30.
It will be.
So, because
everyone's aware.
Work again.
For Mick, who's in the chat, who won our squeeze of the week, mate, we'll be in touch with you in the inboxes, mate. But this man is going across to Las Vegas this week to compete in the World Series of Poker. So on behalf of Skiddy and I and the Insight community, we wish you all the best, mate. We won't hear from you or see you in a couple of weeks, but we hope to see that you brought home the grand prize, mate, or that you just enjoy yourself and make the most of it, mate. So best wishes and good luck to you, Mick. But for everyone else, that's right. This is Skiddy. I'm the horse. We'll be back live 7:30 on Wednesday night. Like, subscribe, bell, get us out to the community. Until then, we'll see you soon. Catch up.